Today, we are taking the brand new Tesla Model Y to Tesla service because there's a couple different things that were a little off from the factory or when we took delivery. And so you're supposed to report these things within like 100 to 200 miles and then of course head to your local Tesla service center. But before we get there, let me give you a recap of the 3 things that I feel like just are a little off. One of them, of course, is a damage straight from delivery day. The first one is the alignment. I feel like it pulls a little bit to the left too much, and this is actually something I recommend with any Tesla purchase, is to try and get an alignment ASAP, because sometimes they come a little bit funky from the factory. You can either pay for it, or I'm going to try and get Tesla service to get it paid for, because certainly it's a new car warranty and it should be straight out of line. But actually, there's a handful of people that are reporting this same type of issue. So if you're taking delivery of a Model Y, double check your alignment straight from the factory. The next one is this scratch that was found on the rear view mirror. You can kind of see it right there a little bit. Maybe you can't. Maybe I'll pull over and show you a little bit more clearer picture of it. So here's the scratch. Maybe you can see it, maybe you can't. It's like right there. It's about an inch to the left, to the right, and yeah, so that's where the scratch is. And all in all, I mean, this Model Y has been fantastic. I've been raving about how good the build quality actually is, how well it drives and everything. So these 2 things are kind of minor things in my opinion, and most likely Tesla service will be able to fix it. So we're headed on their way now. Let's head to Tesla service and get this squared away, and hopefully we get a loaner as well. And I actually almost forgot the third thing, which is kind of in line with the alignment thing. It doesn't feel as stable at like the 70 to 80 miles an hour, and maybe that was because when we were on our road trip there was high winds, but I felt like a little bit of vibration coming from the front. And I guess like the 3.5 to 4 thing is that sometimes I feel like there's like a little bit of a really slight clunking noise from the front area as well, whether it's the left side or the right side. I think usually they just lubricate it and then it's good to go, but we're just gonna have them double check again with the new Model Y.
A few moments later.
So we just left the Tesla service center, and cool process. I mean, so we put in all those notes beforehand, and then right when we got there, of course, we reviewed all the different things, and then they had a service technician go on a drive with us to kind of see and diagnose all the different problems to get his feedback on what could be the issue before they take it into service. Of course, easily the rearview mirror having a scratch was an easy one for them to identify, and that one should be fixed pretty easily. They also said that the vehicle should be done by end of day, which is really cool as well. The other thing is they did notice that the alignment was off. It was pulling a little bit to the left, but he also put it into service mode and found that the wheel for the steering wheel could be off by itself as well. So it's not really sure if it's an alignment issue or the steering wheel not being centered is really the issue. Either way, they agreed that alignment might be able to fix the problem, so they're going to go ahead and do that. And then in terms of the vibration that we're hearing and the slight clunking noise, he said that might be normal for now and really just to monitor it to see if it gets worse in the future. But either way, always appreciate the service at Tesla service, and hopefully we can pick it up later today. But what's really fun is the loaner they gave us is a Model Y long range, the legacy old version. It does have 20,000 miles on it, and it's really fun to get into this older one because this really shows you how nice the new Model Y actually is with the suspension, comfortability, and everything. I mean, just driving around right now, just going at low speeds, 20 to 30 miles an hour, I can hear a ton of wind noise, the rackets, all the rattles for the interior. This really makes you appreciate the new Model Y 100%. And like the suspension and everything is not as comfortable as I drive around just on local city roads right now through like various bumps. So this is fun because it makes you appreciate the new Model Y even more.
One eternity later.
So just checking in, I've been driving this Model Y today, and yeah, I'm just gonna record some clips of this where you can hear all the different ricketiness of the racket and the rattles. It is crazy, and maybe this is not the best indication of quality because this is a loaner vehicle, which loaner vehicles are buyback vehicles. Usually like they've gone through issues, and that's why they're in the Tesla loaner fleet. But yeah, it's crazy all the different rattles and everything you can hear. But here's like a raw clip, and maybe after this, after I go pick up our Model Y, I'll play another clip and record it so you can hear the differences between the two. Which makes me wonder, maybe I should go find a same road while I have this old Model Y, drive through it, and do a recording of the old one versus the new one, so you can really hear the differences between the two with the raw volume, raw recording audio and everything. So, you know, I'm gonna go do that and record a separate video. So if you're, depending on when you're watching this, there might be another video where we recorded both of them back to back. But great news, our Model Y is actually done now. It was actually done within what, like 5 hours, which is phenomenal, amazing. I'm gonna head back to Tesla to go pick it up, and then we will see everything that they've done. So now we just picked up the Tesla Model Y from service, and it's great to be back into a Tesla Model Y, I'll say that, especially the new Model Y. What they did was they replaced the rear view mirror. I guess I'll show you really quickly. You can see now there's no scratches on it at all. It's in perfect condition. Of course, they just swapped it out with a new one. And they also did a 4-wheel alignment as well. And so I just drove it a quick little bit, and it is much better in terms of actually being straight. And that's why I always recommend doing some sort of 4-wheel alignment when you're getting a brand new Tesla, because you never know sometimes, and you want to be safer than sorry. But shout out to the team at Tesla Service for always taking care of us. And hopefully this gives you insight if you pick up a brand new Model Y and you've got issues, it's not the end of the world, and you can just take it to Tesla Service and get it fixed. But thanks for watching. Please hit that like if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.